Hey guys, how is it going? Thanks so much for joining me on this episode of a vlog. And as you can see, I'm in my backyard and it's spring! Hey guys, how is it going? So yeah, it's spring here finally and I'm off to shoot the birds. Well, not really shoot the birds, but you know, yeah, so I'm excited to go out there, and today I will be going out with my Sigma mirror lens. And for those of you that saw the video I made on this mirror lens, and I've had at least one of you asked me to go out there and shoot with this particular lens. So I'm going out there today with the sole purpose of shooting with this lens. And it's a really bright day out today. Because this lens is f8, I don't want to take it out when it's too dark, otherwise my shutter speeds would be a bit too low. It's a very slow lens, so fortunately for me today is nice, bright and sunny out today, so I can have appreciable shutter speeds with this lens. And my camera of choice is the Pentax A3000 camera. And the reason why I'm choosing this camera is because it has the aperture priority mode, which I desire for this particular exercise. And the reason is that I don't want to be thinking too much about what shutter speed I want to be using. So basically this aperture is fixed on the lens, so I'm going to go out and the camera is going to do all the work for me in terms of the shutter speed. And because of the notorious reputation that these lenses have in terms of being a bit too soft, and every little shake can impact the quality of your images, I will be using my shutter release cable basically to do the exposures. I don't want any drama, really, because of the sensitivity to shakes and all of that. I will be actually mounting this on the tripod on the lens over here. And my film of choice is the Agfa Vista Plus 200. And I've been using this for a while now, and it's been giving me great images so far. And so let's do this. And I'm gonna start off by loading the film into the camera. Okay. It's the first time I'm using this camera, as a matter of fact. So I believe that this goes all the way down here. Just make sure this is in the groove. Okay. And I guess this is the mark where you stretch the film to. I'm gonna close it and hopefully it takes it up. Well, nothing is really happening here, so I'm gonna use the cable. Let's see. Okay, it basically wasted a few shots, but now it's at the 1 position here, which is a good sign. Hey, so let me tell you what my first impressions are shooting with this lens. I'm actually really enjoying this. I can see so clearly, especially in bright conditions like this. And this is just in my backyard, but I'm gonna go out to a park to shoot as well. But so far, I'm really enjoying this lens. I really like the focus control on this lens. Once you set it up on a tripod and you have your shutter release cable, it seems to work extremely well. And I'm really loving this. The control is excellent. I was thinking that was going to be a lot more difficult focusing, but so far, no issues. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Oh, I'm just really loving this. Hey, so far my first impressions are pretty awesome. I am loving this lens. And you know why? This camera has an amazing rangefinder feature in it, built in it, and it's actually enabling me to see when things are in focus or not. I was actually quite worried that I was going to face a lot of issues with that, but with the features that this camera comes with, coupled with this lens, and this lens, I'm not having any issues looking through. I do anticipate though that when the weather gets a bit cloudy, when it gets a little cloudy, that there will be issues. But because it's so bright out today, this is like the perfect weather to use a lens like this. So far I am loving it. I am really loving it. Right now I'm focusing on an electrical post in the distance. I will show you right over there. So if you're gonna use a camera like this, what you need to know is that the focusing distance is quite a bit. I'm going to put the right focusing distance right up here, okay? So that would be the focusing distance right there. But I've noticed that it is quite a bit. You can't focus on things that are close up, and it makes sense because this is a 600 millimeter lens. It may seem compact, but it's got quite the punch. So I just arrived at the park, and I'm really excited. Oh boy, I was just talking to my wife and telling her how excited I was. It is just, I've been waiting all winter, guys. I've been waiting all winter for this occasion, and it's quite, I don't know how to express it. For those of you that live in California and all those places, you usually have warm weather, not always comfortable, I know, but for those of you that live in those areas, it may be hard for you to understand why I'm so excited, but you have to live in Alberta, in the deep of Alberta in Canada, to really appreciate how I feel. I mean, coming from minus 40 degrees Celsius, minus 30, minus 25, with a wind chill on top of that, coming from that extended period of winter. Winter started so early, and winter did not go away even until just a couple of weeks ago here, and that's April. So think about it. That is a really long winter. So all of a sudden we have nice warm weather, and it's beautiful. I intend to enjoy this. Look at these poor geese. The pond is frozen and they're kind of dejected. So I feel bad for these geese. The pond is frozen and they came all this way for nothing. So it's a little disappointing. As you can see, I'm in the woods here at the park, and there are no leaves on the trees yet, and there are no birds either. It's quite disappointing. Oh, that is a beautiful dog. Okay, and so yeah, unfortunately I'm done here, and as you can see, it's desolate here. So I think I spoke too soon. I just saw these two ducks. They look like they're in the perfect setting, so I'm really excited about shooting them. Alright, I'm all done. I'm gonna go home now and take pictures of my family now.